What's going on, everybody? It's Jack, and today I'm bringing you guys a video on how I pick up pressure in Madden 20. A lot of people have been asking, especially watching my Twitch streams, especially for Weekend League and LCQ, how I pick up pressure in the game, because they have noted that I do not get sacked that much, unless it is, of course, a coverage sack, or I try to break contain and somebody gets a block shed. So today I'm going to show you guys how I pick up pressure. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is a perfect formula, that 100% of the time it works, that you will never get sacked. However, I do believe that is a really good starting point, and that you can take this and kind of test it yourself and kind of lab it yourself within the confines of your own offense to become a better passer at whatever it is that you run. This, of course, goes in line with my previous video on how to be a better passer in the game. So you can take this plus all those tips, and then you should be able to throw the ball at will, because even though Madden 20 is a running game, I do not care, and I still throw the ball. But before we get into the actual video itself, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody who has been watching my Twitch streams. Your boy is a Twitch affiliate now, which means if you head over there and you hit the subscribe button, you will not only be supporting me over there, but supporting me indirectly on this. So more content, more stuff, more tips, all that stuff. But of course, thank you for the support here nonetheless. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But enough about me rambling. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright, so for the first example and for the general examples to follow, you're going to want to be in a formation that has the tight end on the line of scrimmage opposite the halfback. So for this, obviously, we're in the gun Y-off trio weak out of the Saints playbook, but you could do any formation like gun bunch, for example, as long as the halfback and the tight end are opposite each other and the tight end is on the line of scrimmage. So we're going to go Saints outs for this one, and obviously we're going to go against the 3-4 odd pinch buck 0. You're going to blitz all linebackers. You're going to show a blitz. Let's crash them out. So it's going to look something like this. You're sending 7, right? We're sending 7 in some capacity. That's all that matters. Now, in order to pick up the pressure, it's pretty simple. And once you kind of get the adjustments, it'll be a lot quicker for you. So you want to block the halfback. You want to delay fade or delay flat or delay cross the tight end. So any kind of delay route, I prefer the delay fade, because it's better than blocking him outright, and also it gives you a little outlet if you have the time to release him, and you still get the blocker anyway. So it gives you a good little middle ground. So essentially you're blocking 6.5 against their 7, although it's still 7 blockers on 7 rushers. The second to last thing you have to do now is slide protect away from the halfback. So if the halfback's on the left, you slide to the right. If the halfback is on the right, you slide left. So in here, we're going to slide protect to the right. So now you can see the offensive line kind of kicks out to the right. Now the last thing you want to do, which is the way that you actually seal the edges for your pass protection, is going to be to ID the outside rusher on the side of the halfback. So by IDing that guy, you're going to force the halfback to go for that guy. So hopefully the halfback cut blocks him. The last thing you could do, which is a little bit of more of a pro tip, and you don't see like lower level players doing this, is to make sure you have the motion icon underneath the halfback when you snap it. Don't ask me why. It makes the halfback smarter for some reason, so he's more aware and he doesn't screw up his block. So for the sake of this example, I'm going to show you guys how to make the halfback as smart and as efficient as possible. So now when I snap the ball, all 7 of these guys should be accounted for, which is why I don't double team. Because if you're sending 7 and I double team somebody, it's going to end up being 6 blocking assignments on 7 rushers. In this way, it is 7 blocking assignments on 7 rushers. Double teaming only works if they're sending less than the people you have blocking. If they're sending equal amounts, you need to make sure you don't double team, because that's when you get blitzed. So double teaming is great, but I don't recommend it unless you know they're not sending the house. So I'm going to snap the ball and show you guys that this should get picked up. Cut block him, roll out. Oh, look, Russell Wilson, dot. Just like that. Obviously, Seattle's offensive line sucks, and Kansas City's defense kind of got some ratings boosts. So if you're playing MUT, you're playing regs, and you have a better offensive line, it's not going to look as bad. But obviously, you saw everybody was accounted for, which is the important thing. I'm going to show you guys one more time. So we're just going to go really quickly here. We're going to go really quickly here. ID the mic. Boom, 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 boom. And then we're going to do the pressure the way that everybody else does the pressure. Just something like this, just so we have that guy there. But everything is already set up, as you can see. Cut block him. Roll out. Boom, boom, boom. Russell Wilson. Dot again. And that's how you can kind of roll out, get the pocket moving, stuff like that. All right. Now I'm going to show you guys how to set up the pass protection against the 1-4-6, because that is obviously the other meta blitz of this game. So you guys can go into any game and feel pretty confident about picking up the pressures. We're going to go same formation because the same principle still applies. Obviously, it's just kind of IDing different people. So we're going to go Saints outs against the DB to Sting Buzz. Now, I do not run the 1-4-6 at all, so bear with me. But I want to say it looks something, generally speaking, if you're sending 7 against the 1-4-6, it looks something like this, right? Or at least for the most part, it looks something like this. Now, the same principle applies. You want to block the halfback. You want to delay the tight end. You want to slide protect opposite way, so it looks something like this. The last thing you want to do is you want to ID the outside corner and not the outside linebacker. So if they are running a 1-4-6 and 7, you want to have the halfback cut block the corner on the side of the halfback. Don't go for the inside linebacker because somebody will get free. So you want to ID him. So now everybody should be accounted for, and this should work as long as nobody gets a instant block shed. I'm looking at you, Chris Jones, over my center. Anyway, let's see what we get. Cut block him. Roll out. Perfect. Nobody was getting there. Russell Wilson's not like the fastest human being in regs, but he still has rollouts. And so I can show you guys in the instant replay how that looked real quick. As you can see here, off the snap, everybody is accounted for. Tight ends picking up the outside corner. Engaged, 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 except for the outside guy, who is the halfback's job. And the halfback does a very good job of taking out his knees. Now, yes, that would result in an ACL tear. In real life, however, it's okay because it's a video game, so I don't have to worry about feeling bad for taking out the legs underneath him. But once he cut blocks him, you can roll out, and you have open field. You have an open guy there, actually an open guy there if you can make that throw on the post right there. And then that's really it against the 1-4-6. I just took the easy check down because I didn't want to risk a bad throw. Now, the only other thing that I can show you guys how to do is how to run against the cover 2 sink, right? The cover 2 sink glitch 1-4-6, right? So we're going to do the cover 2 sink audible. We're going to baseline, we're going to press. So, okay, yeah, they're going to flip, but that's fine. The cover 2 sink, we're going to bring him in. And then what they do is they do something like this, and that's sort of the cover 2 sink look, right? The weird, oh, I'm going to glitch out the running back and force him to make a bad decision. The cool thing about this setup is it still works regardless of what they do. However, like I said before, if you want to make sure that your halfback doesn't dumb out, I just recommend putting the little motion icon underneath him. And if you do that, you should be able to pick up the pressure accordingly. So let's just see here what happens. Oh, look, he actually picks up that cornerback. And then we just roll out again. Nobody's going to blitz me. Nobody's going to put pressure on me because everybody is still accounted for and nobody glitches out. So let's just go into the instant replay real quick. And I'll show you guys what happens when nobody glitches out and they only send 4. See, now actually, the guards don't even block anybody, which is kind of crazy. But the guards aren't even helping anybody out, but I'm still in perfect position to pick up all the pressure. He doesn't cut block him, but he still picks him up. And as soon as he engages, I roll out. And it's an easy decision of where to throw the ball or take off running if you're a little faster, especially if you're playing mutt with Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick or even Patrick Mahomes with like 90 speed now. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys learned something, especially when it comes to picking up the pressure in Madden 20. If you guys watched the whole video and you guys heard me talking about me giving you guys some stuff on how to utilize those tight end delay fades better, make sure you guys hit that notification bell because I got an entire video devoted to that coming up shortly, so you guys won't want to miss that, especially if you're somebody who runs tight formations. because running tight formations obviously makes it harder to pick up pressure. However, those tight end fades or the sneaky streakies are very good at picking up pressure in those formations as well, so you're not going to want to miss that. But until then, I'm out.